In today's video, I'm going into and exploring why is it that you're in a relationship where you might be with someone that is drinking or using substances, and what is it like? What is the underlying reasons that you might be in that? So, continuing the theme of addictions this week, I wanted to go into having a partner, having someone in your life, a relationship that is with someone that is drinking or is using substances. And it feels like a very touchy subject to go into, and right away I already feel my own, like I feel this tension in my chest, going in and talking about it. Because I was with a guy that did drink on and off and would never actually admit or say that he was alcoholic. Like, no, I'm not that, and yet I got to a point where it was this crazy roller coaster of like I never knew what I was going home to, and one evening he'd be passed out on the couch, the next he would be elated, or the next he would be throwing stuff around the apartment. It was like this kind of thing of never knowing really, and like dealing and coping through it. So for myself, if I look at why be in that relationship. And at the time, I didn't have my own worth. I did not believe I was worthy of actually having someone that would truly love me, someone that was stable in themselves, someone that had worked through a lot of their own stuff. Like, I didn't believe that I actually deserved having someone that could love me, and actually treat me well, and that actually could, be there for me. Instead, I kept getting into relationships like this where it was like, oh, I'm having to help him. And, so I ask, are you helping, and does it give you some kind of feeling of, oh, I'm loved because I'm giving and helping, and they, get support from that and love me for that? But do you get anything back, or what is it that you get back? And again, for myself, like at the time, I did not have worth. I really didn't. So, in the little bit that I did get, I thought that was enough. Like I really thought that was life. Like we just cope and get by. But that's not life. That's actually like underselling yourself. It really is like saying, oh, this is all I deserve, this is all I can ever have. And for myself, it took years afterwards to realize that I could have more than this, that I could have higher standards and actually meet guys that would treat me, care for me, love me. Like I actually could have this. That was another thing too, was that I didn't believe that I actually could meet another guy. Like I was in this relationship with the guy that was drinking, all of that, and I was like, well, but there's no one else out there. There's, what is it, 8 or 9 billion people on the planet. There's a lot of other people out there, and you can meet them and attract them into your life. So he's not the only one out there for you. He's the current one that is there, and the current one showing things to you that you can actually grow and change in yourself or shift in yourself. So again, this was a time that, like I said, like I actually feel this tension in my chest, like I kind of nervous about talking about it or panicky about talking about it. But it was a time in my life, and again, I just did not have any belief in myself, and I didn't believe I was deserving of more or better. But then I also didn't believe there were others out there. So it's starting to shift those things in yourself. It's like that you are worthy of better than this. And so if you are in a relationship with someone that you're not getting anything from them, like really, is that what you want? If you're determined and know that this is what you want and you want to stay in it, then that is your choice and you can stay in it. And you can actually work on your worth in the meantime and be like, oh, am I deserving of, how am I deserving of being treated? Who do I want to be? Do you want to change those things in yourself? And again, you don't have to. You can be exactly where you are and continue to live that life. But if you do want to change and you want to see that there's, other choices out there, there is other choices. And there are people that will come into your life that will treat you where you believe you are. So let me reword that. They'll treat you the way you believe you are. So if you believe you're not worthy, you'll be treated as you're not worthy. If you believe you are worthy and deserving and you are a loving person and deserve love back, you will be treated that way. Like that is what you will attract in. As you believe it, you will attract it. So working through your own worth in yourself and working through and stepping into, someone that knows you can have these things. And like I said, if you're single and you're like, well, I'm never going to meet a guy, well, you're going to create a reality where you're never going to meet a guy. So it's like shifting your beliefs around to know that you actually can bring it into your life if that's what you want. So again, wherever you are in your relationships and who you are attracting into your life, again, I just ask, what is it your belief around who you are and who you're attracting? Like, are you really believing that you're worthy and deserving of having better? Like, what is it that is in your beliefs? So thank you again for joining me today. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.